Try in, out, in, out, in, out.
Suck. Hey! That sounded good. Hey, well done. That was pretty good. Bonjour Kealan et bienvenue à No Results Only Excuses podcast avec moi. Je m'appelle Courtney et j'ai mes amis Justin Juggernaut Swat et Matthew Barman. Nous avons une spéciale introduction pour toi. Profite du spectacle. Au revoir.
Hello everyone. Courtney has a new mic.
Yeah.
We gave it to him.
Which we got in a suspect area of Cape Town, somewhere where you don't want to go alone. And then the funny story,
Yes.
So Matt messages me and he says, look, this lady said we can come pick up the mic, but I've got my son with me, so what are we going to do? So I said, okay, well, leave him with me. Leave your son with me and then go and pick up the mic. He says, no, I'm too scared to go alone. So he says, instead of going alone and just risking his own life, he says, no. So he's going to take himself, his son, me, and my son. So now we're going to risk all the children's lives to go pick up this mic because Matt's too scared to go alone. So
if I'm going down, you're going down.
You're going with me.
Where did you buy the mic from?
It was like in a suspect area at the back of... We mustn't say the name of the area in case people live there.
Yes.
And then they're like, no, it's not that bad. So we went to a really suspect area, meet this lady, and she was also a bit of a suspect. So we're not sure where she got these mics from.
It was an experience, but the mic works.
It works. So if you've lost a stolen property, we might have it.
Well, we'll know. I mean, if no one can hear Courtney on Tuesday, then the mic doesn't work.
Yes. Imagine it's just, you hear nothing. It's just two of you talking and silence. So if anyone's had their mic stolen, we bought it. Sorry.
The serial number's been scratched off.
Yes, like a car VIN number.
Sorry, Idols.
Yes, Idols.
Idols SA is going down.
So we're going to test that mic out, see if it works out.
Yeah.
And we might end up doing it. We all have our own mics.
Yeah.
We'll see.
So, we need money from the Patreon for that. But you want to start with the news?
Go for it.
We've got some fantastic news today. Big news. Whatappalooza. You guys know Whatappalooza?
No.
Never heard of it. Okay,
No.
Whatappalooza, if you've never heard of it, is like a big party/CrossFit competition in Miami, which is the big party/CrossFit place in America. Like Noah Olsen's always there because he's like a big party man. So they've announced massive increases in their prize purse for the 2020 sanctional. They've doubled the champion's prize purse to $50,000. $50,000. How many rands is that?
I have to do a
must have
conversion.
Googled.
750,000 rand?
Wow.
If you
Did you just calculate that?
50,000 times 15. 50,000 times 10 is 500,000 plus another 50% is 750,000. So it's like 750,000 rand for the winner, which is the same as for Rogue and for Dubai. So that's massive.
Where are they getting this money from?
I don't know. But that guy that runs Whatappalooza, he's also the guy that manages Katrin and O'Keefe.
Is that him?
That's
Does he
him.
manage Katrin?
He manages Katrin, yeah.
I thought it was just Matt
And Matt, yes.
Just Matt.
Matt and Katrin. Matrin.
I actually think he manages a few more athletes, but we just don't know about it. I think he probably has quite a few on his roster.
So, do the athletes pay him a nice little salary at the end of the month?
Do you think he gets a percentage?
Or, a percentage if it's off, rev share?
Yeah.
Must be.
No, rev
Of their winnings.
Of their winnings.
So he's like, I know, guys, I'll increase your winnings
Yes.
and thereby increase my own winnings.
Yes, exactly. I did all this. I fed you
And all you
while
gotta
you sat
do-
in the ice bath. So,
Yes.
Yeah.
All you got to do is win the competition and get the money back,
Yeah.
and then give me some of it back.
Yes.
And we just keep going in a cycle.
The rich get richer.
Yeah.
The better you are, the more money you get in, and then you start to get your entourage, which make you better and better and better.
It's like Justin, he also has an entourage.
Yes.
For each open workout, he has at least 10 fans screaming his name.
Screaming, putting a bit of chalk on the bar for him
Just
when he's got to get back.
Everybody has a job.
Yes.
Chalker, Someone gets the water, someone does the music. A few people do the videos. Nowadays, you have to have 2 videos in your workout.
Oh, jeez. It's a spectacle.
It's a spectacle. You can't do it alone.
Yeah. So nobody makes it to the top alone. So Justin?
CrossFit's for everyone, but not for everyone.
Yes. Is that your slogan?
It's inclusive, but also exclusive.
Yeah. So Justin has a lot of names to remember when he makes it to the top.
Thank you so much for thank you, Courtney Dick, for judging.
By the time I make it, I'll be senile. I won't remember all the names.
Yes. So, also for each event at Waterpalooza, if you win an event, you get $2,020, 2020, which is a nice little poetic number because it's 2020 Waterpalooza.
Lovely.
Yeah. So it's a lot of money. So you enter. Have you entered Waterpalooza, the qualifiers?
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
I don't even know when the qualifiers are.
I'd love to. I just think naturally coming from South Africa, the first thought I have is it's going to cost me more than the prize purse to get there.
Yes.
Yeah.
You should probably go to to the same place as AJ's going. Not Qatar?
Bahrain.
Yeah. There's a Grand Prix in Bahrain. I checked it. I googled things in Bahrain.
Maybe he's going to go watch that.
Maybe he's going to watch the Grand Prix.
Maybe he's racing in it.
Maybe he's racing.
He thought he signed up for a CrossFit competition.
He's like, look, bud, when you get do you have your helmet, your gloves?
Yeah. So, I was thinking, you guys, since these sanctionals are getting so much money now, and the sponsorship for the games is ending after 2020, these sanctionals are going to be bigger money than the games. People might not want to go to the games anymore. So if they don't get another big sponsor for the games, the only reason to go to the games would be prestige.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Little stamp on your forehead.
Yeah, stamp on your forehead, say you've been to the games. But the big money is not at the games.
It's in Dubai.
It's in Dubai and Waterpalooza.
Wouldn't it be interesting if
Rogue
the spectacle that is the games, I mean, it has become a spectacle, I think, partly because of the awesome social media and films and documentaries that they've made of it.
Yeah.
But what happens if these sanctionals become so popular that the prize purses far exceed that of even the CrossFit Games?
Yeah.
Do you think that will have a skew in terms of athletes' priority in terms of where they want to compete?
Yeah.
That's it. It could happen. Look how fast Dubai has got its name in. It took the one. What is it? Was this last one that was like the huge prize purse?
Yes.
I mean, it's been going for a while, but I never really heard of it.
Yeah.
I looked little bits and bobs. Now they started streaming. They became sanctional, and there's huge names there. You could be really satisfied sitting and watching that and not seeing the games.
Yeah, just like people used to just want to make it to regionals. That was like the pinnacle of their career. Now people might just want to make it to a sanctional, win some money.
Yeah.
That's the top.
Of course.
And then they've changed it. They've absolutely annihilated by if you qualify for Dubai, you get paid.
Yes. Yeah.
You don't walk away with so you pay for your flight pretty much if you qualify.
Yeah.
So they're always going to have at least a certain level of type of athlete going there.
Yes.
I think the games must continue to make an effort to try and remain exclusive in terms of what they're able to showcase and produce.
You've got to be the one.
Yeah, you can't. They can't let it run away with them and let the Dubai Fitness Championship become the main spectacle.
It's like
or the Rogue Invitation. Maybe, I don't know.
It's like the student becoming better than the teacher.
Yes, of course. The student is the master.
The student is the master.
Yeah, but I guess it's like other sports as well. I mean, I'm sure if you go to the Soccer World Cup, you don't win as much money as if you win the Champions League or whatever.
I guess.
But you still want to win the World Cup.
It's true.
It's still so like you said. What did you say? This prestige.
Yeah, the prestige.
So they got to keep that. They got to make even bigger stamp on the forehead.
Yes. Yeah. So we'll see.
Dave Casher brands you with a catalog.
Yeah, he comes in, he burns you, and then he lets you shoot some things, and that's it.
Yes.
Get a tattoo.
So speaking of a major earth-shattering cancellations of big events that we were all very excited for, the Tribal Clash has been cancelled.
The Tribal Clash?
The Tribal Clash.
No, of course. Yeah, you had us thinking you were going to say something else.
Yes, you got us.
You got us there.
Yeah, you got us.
So Tribal Clash has been cancelled.
Why?
I don't know. I think they had venue issues.
Can I tell you why it got cancelled?
Yeah, tell me.
Because they had no fucking prize money.
Oh, really?
I've messaged them. I said, guys, what's the prize money? And they said, well, we're just a community event and we know that people like to sign up for fun.
Yes.
So take it or leave it.
And you were like, I'll leave it.
I said, I'll leave it.
I'm out, guys.
I'm out. So, I mean, and now I guess the sign-up rate must have been too low or something.
Yeah.
Surely.
Yeah. So they weren't making their money back.
Unless the city of Cape Town came in and said, listen, there's a tennis match on.
Yes. On the beach.
On the beach.
Yeah. The Tribal Clash kind of was like a Fittest in Cape Town beach event copy. It was all beach stuff, and you carry logs around, and there's no worm. It's just logs.
I thought you said there's no movement standards.
There's no movement standards. Yeah. So I don't know. So that's been cancelled. So that's the big news. Cancellation news.
Listen, okay, we're joking here, but it looked pretty epic.
Yes.
It looked like it was going to be fun.
Yeah.
I even put it down on my roster of re-looking at it as a cool event to do, even though there was no money involved.
Where's it from? What is its origins?
Origin.
Origins.
I don't know. Is it an American thing?
So where did I see it? I saw Ricky Gerard.
Ricky Garrard. Yeah.
Advertising it on, or
Really?
saying he was going to do it. So I assumed Australia, but that's just an assumption.
Why don't you pull up their number there on Instagram? We just phone them right now and find out what's going on.
Okay.
Yeah. Phone WhatsApp call them. Let's see.
We just finished with this Instagram story.
Yes.
Got to keep our followers happy.
Yeah. So WhatsApp call them and let them know. But also in less important cancellation news, Fittest in Cape Town has also been cancelled.
Postponed. Yes.
Indefinitely. Yeah. So what happened there, unfortunately, is that Fittest in Cape Town booked the venue. As you know, Greenpoint Athletic Stadium is right next to Cape Town Stadium, the big soccer/concert venue. So Fittest in Cape Town booked the venue, Greenpoint Athletic Stadium, and then afterwards, this tennis match between Federer and Nadal was booked for the soccer stadium. And then, because this is a massive game, I mean, there'll be millions of people around the world watching, and they'll sell thousands and thousands of tickets. City of Cape Town said, look, we're gonna cancel Fittest in Cape Town's venue booking for right next door because it clashes with the tennis, and that's where the problem started. Yeah. So Fittest in Cape Town posted on the 7th of November, which is just a couple of days ago. They said that basically we've tried to find a new venue. We couldn't find a new venue. We couldn't find another date for the same venue, and we've had to postpone indefinitely. So that's a bit sad, I guess.
Yeah, that is sad.
It is very sad.
Because it has a little place in all of our hearts.
Yeah.
It's been going for many years, and I think the operative word is postponed. I mean, I can't imagine they're not going to go to their best efforts to try and bring it back.
Yeah.
Maybe a year from now. I think the issue that I'm guessing would be the biggest thing to deal with is the fact that it was on a calendar of in and amongst other sanctional events. You can't just say, we're going to postpone it to next month, because there's obviously qualifiers involved, and there's other sanctionals, and there's every sanctional kind of has its place on the seasonal.
They've
calendar,
got a message reception at HQ and see what they say there.
Yeah.
Hey, are we allowed to move it to next month because we've got it open? I don't know.
Yeah.
Look, I don't know what the whole.
And look, there's a small window because you can only pretty much have it in summer. You can't have an outdoor event in winter in Cape Town. It's going to rain.
Of course.
Did they confirm the beach in previous posts?
The beach was, remember,
yes, they
for
did.
the community series.
Yeah, so they would have had the beach, and it's close to the stadium here.
Yes.
Shit.
So the beach, we haven't heard that the beach venue was cancelled. So it looks like they still had the beach, but to have the whole of Fittest in Cape Town on the beach would have been a bit crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been out of left field. It could have been interesting.
Maybe that's why Tribal Clash got cancelled.
Tribal Clash. Yeah. So the morning chalk up spoke to Noor Green, and she's in charge of CrossFit sanctioned events, and she said, and I quote, "We've been fully aware of Fittest in Cape Town's issues with their venue since the beginning. We worked with them on different options such as changing dates, and will continue to support them to the best of our abilities." So that sounds positive. It sounds like she hasn't said, "Screw you guys, we're cancelling your sanctioned status."
Yeah. I think it's got way more to do with the city of Cape Town than it's got to do with any other entity or person or even CrossFit HQ. It's the city of Cape Town just couldn't make it work.
Yeah, so that's unfortunate. But they'll probably be back in 2021
Yeah.
if we can't fit it in somewhere else
Well,
in
that's if
2020.
the tennis players don't come down again.
Yeah,
Same date.
surely they can't come down every year. There's only
Maybe
so
it goes
much-
really well.
Yes, it's an annual tennis event just to irritate us. So yeah, your plans were to do Fittest in Cape Town, just?
Yeah, I had some plans to go individual if the qualifiers went well, and I was also looking at team options. But unfortunately now, looks like we're going to have to travel abroad to get a ticket. You know?
We as a team, or are you going to try individual abroad?
I'd like to look at both options, to be honest. I wouldn't mind trying a sanctional individual and team just to see how it fares. You know, I think it will set a good precedent for the future.
Yeah. So spanner in the works or especially for you guys.
An expensive spanner.
Yeah.
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 So I mean, what other guys would have been looking at Fittest as a route through?
Well, if Jason doesn't win the Open,
Yeah. If you didn't win,
I would say the top five.
who are top 5 South Africans? Yeah.
Jason,
Jason,
Justin,
Justin,
Mick,
Alan.
Alan,
Alan.
AJ,
Kealan.
Now,
Kealan.
we know. So Alan and AJ did Mick do last year's.
Yeah, he did.
So yeah, they're all going for it. And yeah, spanner works for all those guys. And then the teams was the Wolfpack, and then
Ekerstad?
what is it Ekerstad, and then
Valley
Brandon
Brandon
Jacobs.
Jacobs.
His team.
PBM.
PBM.
Yeah, I don't know if they were under PBM.
I'm not sure whether they're super team.
I think they were a super team.
Okay. So
Yeah.
also yeah.
I could be wrong.
Yeah, so CFB man.
So where do you all want to meet? Maybe Dubai.
There's
Madrid.
there's options. Madrid,
Australia.
Brazil, Australia,
See you guys there.
Holland.
Holland,
Yeah.
please.
Lowlands.
Lowlands.
Mm.
Yeah. So look, luckily a lot of the sanctioned events use the Open as their qualifier.
Mm-hmm.
So you do the Open, you do a lot of qualifiers already. You just got to pay your money for each sanctioned. That's the
If
problem.
you paid your money.
If you paid your money. Justin hasn't paid his money.
Just
Sounds like-
deservers, Justin.
No. I paid my money. I paid my money. But
But,
every sanctional has a different set of guidelines and rules.
It's so much to keep track of every
It's
week.
a lot to keep track of, and they all have different cutoff dates, which has proven to be frustrating for me, because it's like the one gets cut off on the 28th, the one on the 29th, and then there are other sanctions that are using the open scores, but you can submit right up until like later in the year,
Yeah.
which is weird, right? So yeah, you've got to pay to be on their leaderboard, even though the scores need to pretty much correlate with what you put on the open leaderboard.
Yeah.
So there's no real way of gaining an advantage by submitting early or late, but they still have cutoffs, which is interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a computer programmer, but why don't the sanctionals just pull the data from the CrossFit Games website?
Courtney, that is genius.
Sounds pretty simple.
It would save me a lot of time,
Yes.
and
And it would also eliminate errors, because what if you type in the wrong score on the sanctional website? Now they've
Exactly.
got to go check it.
I think
On
you
the-
solved it. I think you just solved.
on the Australian Championship leaderboard, you go through a company, if you want to call it, called Competition Corner. And so I'll go in for Madrid. They'll say your name, your score, time, seconds, your link to your video, submit. Right, Madrid done. And you go to Australian CrossFit Champion. The exact same workout. You put your score in, and there's no space for the tiebreaker.
No.
And you're like, well, I'm going to put this in, and now everybody that got the same score as me, we're going to get the same score.
Yes.
And then 3 days later, they email and they're like, sorry, we forgot to add the tiebreaker component. Please add it in.
Yeah.
You know, so like every sanctional has its own system, and I think even from last year to this year, it seems like some of these sanctionals are coming up with pretty nifty ways to streamline the process, but I think it can still be much better.
Yeah. So like our argument with sanctionals using the Open is that sometimes the sanctional is really far away from the Open. So you could do the Open in, what's it now, October, November, and then the sanctional is in June next year. And your fitness has changed. You're either really much better or a lot worse.
No.
So it doesn't really make sense for a lot of those things. But yeah, it is the way it is. So now you're going to have to spend more money, swipe that credit card even more, because there's no Fittest in Cape Town. Yeah, so that's unfortunate. So that's
right,
all.
we'll just go to the solo slam at AJ's box in Brackenfell.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
and the Clash of Canal Walk.
Just get a bit sweaty and then just wrap up the year. Get ready for next year.
There
Yeah,
we go.
Clash of Canal Walk is my favourite. You get Marcel's afterwards. and some Dunkin' Donuts. So, 20.4 top scores. You want to talk about that next?
Yes. Tell
Okay.
us.
Okay, one of you give us the 20.4 top scores there. Matt,
I can't see it.
you can't see it. Where's your glasses?
I've got my sunglasses on because they're prescription, and it's still not helping because they're polarized. The computer screen goes all dark.
And we're recording in the nighttime.
Yeah.
Matt looks like one of the 3 blind mice. All right, so you've got Jeffrey Adler with 12:41, which is just incredible.
Yeah.
I watched that video, and all I needed to see was just one of his power cleans at 143 to understand why it was so fast.
He's a big man.
He appears to be, I wouldn't say much bigger than Matt Fraser, to be honest. I could be wrong. I looked very quickly, but
I also skimmed it. He doesn't look like the Greek man.
No.
But
Left
man,
terrace.
he's
Yeah.
got quick hips, man.
Really?
That power clean was something else.
So the move well and you'll do well.
Yeah.
Huh?
I've never heard of this guy.
I'm sure.
I've also never heard of
I'm
this
sure
man.
Jeffrey Adler has done some Olympic weightlifting before CrossFit.
Yeah.
Like either that or some American football where they drilled him on the power clean. But man, that looks like a good lift for him.
Yeah, so 12:41, and then next was Matt Fraser, 14:22, almost 2 minutes slower.
Oh, what a loser!
So
And
Jeffrey
we-
Adler went too fast. He should have relaxed.
Yeah, he could have relaxed, but we know for sure that Matt Fraser has 10 years of Olympic weightlifting
Yeah.
experience. So that says something.
Yeah.
Maybe Jeffrey Adler needs to do some more CrossFit
Yes.
to balance him out.
Yeah. Geez, he could be so good if he's really that strong.
That might be an anomaly. I don't know. He is in the top 20 to be honest, so
Really.
So
Yeah.
good enough.
he's good enough.
And then the big man, the man with the biggest snatch, according to Matt. Matt told us last week. Tola Morakinyo. You predicted him to do well in this workout, Matt?
He was the touch and go man. Did he touch and go?
I don't
Ooh,
think so.
For two,
I
at
didn't.
least?
I didn't see.
I don't think anyone touched and goed.
Just the girls.
And goed. Just the girls.
They
Yeah.
did, I think there
Total
was some
more
ladies.
kgs, yo.
Yeah. More kgs, yeah. Yeah. And then the dangerous man, left terrace.
Yes.
Yeah. He still hasn't been banned.
No.
He's still holding on.
This oak is doing so well that even with penalties left, right, and centre, he's still right up there.
Yeah. They're gonna cancel his one workout with the handstand push-ups, and he's still gonna
He's
qualify.
still going to
for the
qualify.
games.
And if the oak doesn't make it through, he's going to be angry.
Do you know what's interesting? If one of the events at the CrossFit Games was a pose-off, he'd probably win that one too.
Nice.
Yeah.
In his undies.
Yes.
Like Faf. He's just got his Greek underpants.
Greek undies.
Yeah. And then one of you also called Scott Panchik to do well in this workout.
Yeah.
That was Justy.
So it was a good week for you
Yeah.
guys and your picks. But none of you called Sasha Nevis.
I thought that says Sasha Mas.
Sasha Mas. She didn't win that, but Sasha Nevis did. Who is that?
Who is that? It's a good question.
Sorry, Sasha, we don't know you.
So the winners of this workout is unknown people. So Sasha Nevis beat Rachneder by 3 seconds. Rachneder came second.
Oof, Sarah must have been fucking pissed off with that.
Yeah.
3 seconds, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like one chalk up.
Yes,
A
exactly.
little breather, little stop and stare.
Yeah. So Rachneder is actually leading the Open at the moment.
Mm.
Yeah.
By how many points do you know?
I'm not sure.
Does Sarah still have Instagram? Because I haven't seen her at all.
Oh, she does.
Yeah, I'm sure she's on there somewhere.
Put my phone away.
Yeah. So that means she's going to win the games.
Yeah,
Because she's winning the Open.
Yeah,
Just like last year.
Yeah, just like last year.
Yeah.
Just like every time she wins.
Yes, so she's going to bomb. And then Annie is so good nowadays.
Annie out of nowhere. And
Yeah.
she's one of the most consistent ones.
Yeah.
Annie's
She's
been
been going
around
since the
for a
beginning,
long
and she's
time.
getting better. She had a dip, and now she's hitting like the podium, which
Yeah.
is crazy because you got all these like new girls coming in, killing
Yes.
it, and Annie's still there. Her face is there, and she's in.
Yeah.
Good.
That's crazy. And then Tia, who's been quiet. She's in 4th place. And then
Those are
Jamie.
the ones you got to watch out for the quiet ones.
The quiet ones, yeah.
Mm.
Those are the murderers, you say.
Murdering the game.
Oh, don't get me started on this murder stuff.
That's a big fan of murder mysteries, you know that?
I've been watching so much murder mystery, like crime. Did you watch on? It used to be on ETV or something. It used to be medical detectives.
Yes.
Stuff just like that. I love that stuff. And now there's obviously YouTube channels of this
Yes.
stuff. I've been fucking binge watching this
Have you-
one channel
yeah.
called That Chapter, and it's just all these creepy crime scenes and people gone missing and stuff. And then the guy does updates like 6 months later to tell you if someone's
Oh,
been
wow.
found. And some of them are so freaky and scary.
Have you watched Evil Genius
Uh-uh.
on Netflix?
Uh-uh.
Go there, bro.
I'll have a
That's
look.
fucking hectic.
So I've been binge watching it, and it's messed with my mind. I want to stop now.
Is that why you're wearing sunglasses indoors?
Yes.
Yes.
I've been
That's also
looking
why.
behind every little corner and stuff.
Also, why he was too scared to go buy the mic by himself.
Yes, it is exactly. This was last week.
Matt thought he was going to get held up.
Oh man, it's creepy. There's freaks out there. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yo.
So don't watch that.
Yeah, don't watch it.
And if me and Justin go missing, you know who to look for. And then in fifth is Jamie Green, also being quite quiet, but consistent as always.
Yeah.
Jamie's a beast, man.
Yeah, she's a machine.
She never looks like she's doing anything amazing, but she always does good stuff.
Yeah.
Especially when she gets to the games.
In the games, what did she come? Top 5?
No?
Fourth? Was she fourth? Was she on the podium?
I'm not sure.
Not sure.
To be honest, I'm not sure. But
Not
I know.
sure.
I for some reason, I just can't recall this past year.
Yes.
I know the year before that she did exceptionally well.
Just we're full of nothing today.
Yeah, we don't know what's going on.
No.
But
Sorry.
we'll check. And
At this
then,
point, everyone's listening. They're like, "Oh, they're gonna tell us something interesting."
we got nothing.
we did tell the people that Tribal Clash was cancelled.
Yeah, that's a new one.
That's what they
People
wanted.
are hanging on that. They're still wiping their tears from 10 minutes ago. I mean, basically, nothing's happening in Cape Town. I mean, we might as well just go fast forward straight to Christmas.
Yeah.
I mean, what more do we have to look forward to after this World Cup?
All the businesses should close.
The Opens are practically over. The World Cup is done. Tribal Clash is gone. Fittest in Cape Town's gone.
What do we do now?
So where did Jamie Green come?
Jamie Green came third.
Third.
In the
She
games.
podiumed.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Congratulations.
I mean, did you guys even watch the games?
No, I don't think so. Who won? Can't remember.
Tier 1.
Oh, what a surprise.
Kristen Holt's second. But let's talk about Jamie's placing. She came 3rd, 24th, 22nd, 4th, 3rd, 5th, 4th, 6th, 4th, 6th, 6th, 2nd.
Jeez, what was the baddies?
The ruck run.
So no running.
Yeah.
With weights.
And second cut.
Ooh.
That was the sprinting.
So all running events.
Yeah.
But even though she's got a rugby background.
But it's so hot in Yaz that you don't want to run.
She looks nimble and light.
Yeah.
Could be, huh?
Yeah. So you don't want to run in Yaz because it's too hot. You get cancer if you go outside. So AJ must watch out.
Kind of a fact, I guess.
Yeah, definitely a fact.
Yeah, fact. Yeah.
So AJ must watch out when he goes to Bahrain.
Yes.
Mustn't go outside.
Yeah.
Very, very hot.
Wear your sunscreen.
Yeah, get cancer immediately.
But listen, Brackenfell, Bahrain, they're not far from
He's primed.
He's been trading hard.
Yeah. So South African scores close to home for 20.4. Unfortunately, Justin was not in the top 5.
Oh.
Don't even talk about that guy.
Oh, shame.
Don't talk about him.
We need an R button, a sad button.
I got my head on his shoulder, so no one can see.
You're going to lose followers on your podcast.
You're going to have to add the violins in here right now. So Justin, you were 6th, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, so you were close. So Jason came first. Damien Janssen van Rensburg, also a good time. And he hasn't been doing top 5 for the other workouts, I don't think.
No,
So
it's
that
just
was-
an anomaly kind of.
But this was
A spike.
actually good. If we could have chosen people to beat Justin in this workout, we would choose these people.
Yes.
Because he was beating them in all the other workouts.
Yeah, so it doesn't.
So Damien in 2nd, Mick Stocky, who we talked about earlier. In 3rd, Estienne Ferreira. I don't really know him either. But he came
He's
4th.
been around for a while. He's got a monster power clean.
Really?
Yeah.
So that's why he did
I
well
think
in
he
this
can
one.
power clean like 150, no problem.
Oh, good.
So there's a bunch of anomalies.
And so can Mick.
Really? Yeah. So the specialists have come out in this workout.
Yeah.
And then Alan Fowlis, 239. So he was 1 rep short.
Friend of the show.
Friend of the show.
1 rep short.
1 rep short. And Justin was 238. So Justin was
2 reps short.
2 reps short.
Yeah.
And that was your first attempt.
First attempt.
Yeah, second attempt was unlucky. I squat cleaned it 4 times.
Really?
But I only got 1 jerk.
So your legs got stronger.
Yes.
Yeah.
But,
Walked away.
But my
stronger man.
jerk was just nowhere. The legs were tired. Some bad, technically poor cleans. Sapped the energy and I had nothing for the jerk.
Yeah.
Okay. So out those top 5 men, who else are we not seeing on there?
The other Smith.
No.
Our friend.
Our friend of the show.
From
Our
France.
new friend of the show.
Our friend from France.
I think he finally got, what's the word? He met his match.
Yeah, he found his kryptonite.
Yes, his kryptonite.
Yeah.
He can't clean heavy.
Well, we don't know if he.
We don't know.
If the problem was the clean
It
or
was
the
the
jerk.
clean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jerk.
Yeah. So he got to the final bar and he posted a picture of himself standing up with
So then
240.
jerk heavy.
So he must have had problems with jerk.
Was it the banana peel that he put on his shoulder?
He
Did
slipped on it. So I think he's had shoulder surgery.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Someone told me that. I can't remember who.
What was the score though? He didn't do badly though. I mean, he still did well.
He got to the 143, but I don't think he did any.
He got none of them.
Lifts,
Okay, so fuck. He's still. I mean, look, Oak's still machine.
He's still a machine, yeah. So he did well. So I think somebody told me he had shoulder surgeries. Might be a partial fact.
Oh.
But
you can confirm.
He plays rugby as well, which is obviously tough on your shoulders and like your whole body in general. Yeah.
We're slowly getting more and more information about him as the weeks go by.
We're gonna get him on one day.
One day.
Yeah.
When he flies down.
He's gonna have to phone us because we haven't got airtime to phone France. So, Kealan, phone us. Yeah.
So that is he was leader, and that's bumped him down.
It's bumped him down. So where it stands now is that Jason is in the lead on 10 points. Kealan's on 20 points, and Justin is also on 20 points.
Yeah, what's that?
So there's a two-way tie for second place.
It's going to be a big one going into the last week.
Yeah, so it all comes down to 20.5.
So, fuck, Jason shows consistency.
Yes.
Again.
So, if Jason comes 11th or lower, and Justin or Kealan win, then they can win the Open. So it's not impossible. Justin and Kealan can still win the Open.
So I looked at Jason's performances in South Africa in the Open up until I think I went to as far back as 2015 or 2014, and he hasn't done worse. He hasn't done worse than trying to fix something. I lost track of thought.
Train of thought.
Yeah. He hasn't done worse than fifth in an Open performance.
Since as far back as?
The worst one was this year. He did fifth. Since then, since back to 2015, he hasn't done worse.
He's never finished lower than fifth in a workout.
No.
Oh, yeah. So he's going to have to do something really crazy.
So for him to come 11th.
There was one workout where he twisted his ankle.
He still did 5.
And he still finished top 5.
Top 5, yeah.
So he's missed the consistency.
No, it's good. He must keep doing his thing, and we must beat him at his best.
Yes.
If we're going to beat him, it must be at his best.
He's spoken like a true sportsman.
Yeah. Beat him at his best.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I prepared that.
Put your papers away now. Just finish reading. Yeah. So Justin and Kealan are going to try and beat Jason in 20.5. Now we'll see how it goes. I think Justin did a good time, but he'll tell us soon.
About the better time.
The better time he's about to get in his redo. Me and Matt are not redoing.
Did we talk about ladies?
We forgot about the ladies.
Kealan took us off short, but we would have missed him, so we had to talk about him.
So Tammy Robinson, who's that? We keep forgetting.
I don't know. Yeah, Yasko. She's from Dubai.
The New Zealand, Australian, South African girl.
Yes, she found a passport, and now we actually haven't talked much about her. Yeah. And she hasn't. We haven't tagged her in any posts, so she hasn't said anything.
So she doesn't know about us.
She doesn't know about us.
So we can say whatever we want.
Yes.
Because she'll never hear it.
No.
No. So she won this workout as well, but she wasn't that far ahead. She was 15 seconds ahead of Michelle Morand.
Really? Nice,
Michelle did well.
Well done.
Yeah. For a heavy bar. Remember Michelle at Fittest in Cape Town?
Yes. She did very well.
I was cleaned Katrin.
Yes.
And everyone just went nuts.
Everyone went crazy. That was one of the moments of the weekend.
Yeah.
When Michelle beat Katrin on that clean ladder workout.
Holy shit, yeah.
And Michelle was tiny.
Yeah, small, man.
But
she
can get under a bar, huh?
Yeah.
She knows how to move.
Yeah.
She squat cleaned them all.
Yes.
I saw. Yeah. Did you say that now? She squat cleaned them all in her post. She said, I mean, most girls were powering them.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So she's got strong legs. She's short as well, so she's got good levers.
Yeah.
Wow. And then Mary Jamison in third. Lorraine Jeffries.
Who's Lauren Jeffries?
Lauren Jeffries. Lauren. There's a lot of pronunciations.
I typed this quickly and sent it to Courtney on Skype, so I might have...
You might have typed it wrong.
It
could be Lauren.
Lauren.
Yeah. I've never heard that name before. So she's on fourth.
Wait, let me Instagram. Let's see.
Justin's going to follow her now. So Lorraine, if you get a follow from Justin Swart, just follow back. And then Dina Swift in fifth with 19:35.
I would have thought maybe Dina would have done a bit better at this one.
Yeah, she's strong, eh?
Yeah. She's very strong.
She also at Yaz now. Where is she?
She was at Yaz for a little while. I think she just went to check out the box. And
what was her gym? Was it the Slab?
Slab? Is that the backyard gym?
Yeah.
She's on the athlete program now, and I don't know where she's training.
What's the athlete program?
The Phil Hesketh one.
No.
No, that's prepared.
What's the athlete program?
I'll be honest, I don't know a lot about it, but I know that it's called the athlete program.
Is that the one that Jack does on?
No, that's the program.
That's
The program. Oi.
That's what's his name? John Singleton.
Singleton.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the athlete program. That's a very generic name.
Justin just made that up right now.
The program is spelled without an A and without an O. I think.
No vowels.
No vowels.
It must be like a Gen
The
Z
program.
thing. Program.
I was just looking
Adidas
at
Swift is on the athlete program.
Is she the only one?
the athlete program.
She could be.
She could be the only one on the program.
Maybe it's hers.
Yeah, Lauren Jeffries, CrossFit girl,
Okay, good.
fashion designer.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
In an infinite universe, strive to be the best version of yourself
Oh,
every time.
that deserves a follow.
Infinite universe. That's where Justin also lives.
You can go meet her there.
Yeah.
And design some clothes.
I'm going to follow her.
Yeah.
And if you really want, you can also follow her on her fashion designer page.
Oh, follow that too.
Yeah. That's better. I like that she's well rounded.
Yeah.
She doesn't just CrossFit. Okay, so that's cool. Hopefully she does well in 20.5.
Hang on,
Well
I think,
done.
I think she has red hair.
Is that relevant?
Thanks, Justin.
Thanks for that. Thanks.
I'm tagging her in this.
Easy to identify the crowd. I mean, if she's your favorite athlete and she's out of the field, you're like,
There she
there's
is.
my Lauren.
There she is.
My Lauren. Hang on. I think she's got red hair.
She's got red hair. Thanks, Justin. Oh, no. Okay, so if you see someone with red hair, just shout, "Hi, Lauren."
Hi, Lauren.
And it might be her.
She should have sent us a voice note and say, guys, that is not how you pronounce my name.
Yeah, that's how you pronounce the name. Don't you ever talk about me.
I'm really sorry, Lauren. Oh, that's it. And then we went to, last week we spoke about the Finkles,
Yeah.
because they're the only teens that we know. So now we decided to speak about them again, even though there are other South African teens in South Africa. So the age group online qualifier, as you know, it takes the top 200 from the world in each age group. So two of the Finkles are in the 16 to 17 category. The other Finkel is in the adult category. So I think she's 19.
19.
So Ashton and Regan are in the 16 to 17.
I
And
couldn't say that because he doesn't know the names.
Brady
I know that
is in
there is.
the adult
I mean, he doesn't know
division.
which name matches which girl.
Well, in your defense, I told you the story already, but Brady said, "Oh, guys, thanks for
Oh,
mentioning
yes.
us on the podcast." And she's say this to Matt. She's like, "But you know what? I actually can't tell the difference between who Courtney is and Matthew is. They sound like the same person."
So I'm Courtney.
Courtney's on the handout dynamic microphone today,
Yes.
Brady.
Yes.
So Courtney and Matthew.
We're gonna put some effects on Matthew's voice going forward.
But I'm getting to know them now since we go to class often together now.
Yes.
Yes.
It's a race.
I'm getting to know them. To be honest, I don't know the names of a lot of people in my class. So it's not just the girls that I don't know.
Yeah, we try to promote this community thing with Courtney and other members, but sometimes they just don't want to be part of
They
anything.
just don't take.
They just don't listen.
I'm just a shy person.
Courtney's an introvert.
Yeah, very much. I don't know why I'm on a podcast. So you were saying, Just?
I was just saying that Ashton Finkel worldwide is currently ranked 168th in her age group, and Regan is 77th worldwide, which means they stand a good chance of finishing with a chance to get an invitation to the age group qualifier.
Yeah, that's great. And somebody told me it's in March.
Which is not far from now.
Yeah, but somebody also told me, I think it was our friend Zach.
Yeah.
He made a good point. He said they've only been doing CrossFit for like 6 or 7 months, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So by the time we get to March, in 4 months' time, they'll be another 50% better than they are now. So Zach is just drawing a straight line from zero.
As the crow flies.
Nice, Zach.
So according to Zach, in 4 months' time, they'll be 50% better, and in a year's time, they'll be as good as Matt Fraser.
There we go. That's the formula.
Yeah.
Done.
That I think that we joke about it, but that's the crazy thing about being young and capable.
In this case, it actually could
Yes.
be a
Yeah.
decent
They pick up
observation.
They pick up movement patterns really
Yeah.
well, really quickly,
and recover like that.
yes, they
No
bounce back.
hangovers ever.
No hangovers.
But they don't drink.
Oh, okay,
No, they don't drink.
No.
They're
Okay.
just Fit Aid.
Fit aids.
Yeah, and BCAAs.
and
water.
water.
Whey and creatine. No creatine. Oh, you're allowed to say creatine.
Yes,
What do
well,
you
as a
mean?
kid.
Yeah.
Isn't it recommended for like over 18 or something like that?
Oh,
How does the creatine?
in your steaks.
How does it differentiate between a 16-year-old liver and a?
I have no idea. I just read that on the bottle. I'm going to find the
should I say
bottle.
kidneys?
Are they allowed to take Nuquad? Nuquad?
I wouldn't recommend it. They don't touch any of that stuff.
No, I don't
Nothing.
think so. No. But I've just taken a bottle of Nuquad.
They're
here.
still enjoying mum's home-cooked meals.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
I wish I was
I do
enjoying
well on
mum's
that.
home cooked meals.
Yes.
I have to cook my own meals.
I was actually going to say that we should probably just take a swing by Yale and Glenn's place and have a few meals there.
Yeah.
Oh, invite us to dinner for a few nights, please.
Maybe that's where we're
Watch
going
our
wrong.
numbers go up.
I was going to say that's where we're going wrong.
Yeah.
No more 2-minute noodles, bangers and mash.
Yeah. Justin has to,
Oh man.
after he's finished cleaning the pool, he just goes inside and he whips up some 2-minute noodles.
Yes. Babe, I'm gonna smash tomorrow.
Yes. Chelsea, I'll make dinner tonight. You don't worry, I got this. And he goes to Woolworths.
So we're looking forward to my meal.
He goes to Woolworths and he gets microwave vegetables and those Woolies chicken patties. He puts them in the oven. It's like Chelsea's like, oh, Jess, you're so great.
I've been working hard at this all evening.
Chelsea would rather say thank you, but no thank you. She's like,
I'm going to bed.
She's like, you're going to eat all of that, right? Because I'm not interested.
Look at this. We're not sponsored by Nutritech, but this is funny. If you want to phone Nutritech, their cell phone number is 0861 muscle.
Yes. Nice Nutritech.
How does that work?
I don't know. They must have had to apply for that.
M is the what is the thing?
Yeah, like do you
I need
remember
my phone.
back in the day?
Yeah.
I don't know if you're old enough to remember, but when you wanted to text someone, you had to like smash the buttons,
Yes,
the numbers fast.
So
if you want
CyberSmart is something fast. Yeah, you got to spread 5529 or something.
yeah. So if you want to type the letter C, you have to type the number 2 3 times fast.
6 is M.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we
So
go.
technically, if
So-
we look at the number pad now,
Muscle.
I wanted to phone Nutritech, I would go
M
0861.
61. What's M?
M is 6.
Yeah. Where's U?
8.
8. Yeah.
Phone it.
S.
S.
Yeah. C.
C.
That's 2.
L is
L.
5.
Yeah. E is
Okay.
5.
Phone.
Justin's phoning
Put
Nutritech.
it on the speaker.
Put it on speakerphone.
You are on a prepaid. Please recharge.
I don't know, should we hit the machine?
It's got no
You killed it.
Sorry, boys.
Oh no.
Life of an athlete.
That's
Right,
terrible.
Nutritech normally phones me, so don't worry.
They'll call back.
They'll phone me.
So don't send Justin a please call me. He's not gonna phone me.
You have to write you.
Do you remember the days where you used to send people messages in your please call me?
Yes, you'd say like some in the little because you could write your name
Yes.
or something in there.
Please call, pick me up.
Yes. Yeah, pick up now. So at friend.
Oh no, that was funny.
Please call, need airtime.
Yes.
Yes.
Back in the day. The Finkles are listening to us now and they're like, what is that?
What is a please call me?
What's a please call me?
What is a Nokia 3310?
Yeah, they're like, oh, that's why there's numbers,
Yes.
letters under the numbers.
Heard about this game called Snake?
Snake.
Jeez, those are the days.
Oh, that's terrible. So Finkles are going to probably do the online qualifier and some other South African.
So online,
ones
did we
as
say you said top 200?
Yes.
And then
top
from
10.
that, they take the top 10.
Top 10 go to the games, yeah.
Go to the games.
And then there'll be no live streaming of that and no one will see you.
Yeah, no one hears about it. There
No.
was a thing about that this year. It's
Yeah.
the same deal with the age group, the older,
Yes.
or the older, and then is it open? It's open structure. It's 5 workouts,
I think so. Yeah.
and you can just do it on video and post it in.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So I think there might be 4 or 5 workouts, I can't remember now. And then according to our friend Zach, who's now our official researcher, he said, he might be wrong, he's probably right, that your position in the normal open, the open we're doing now, counts as one of your workouts. So they take your 4 age group qualifier
Okay,
workouts,
wow,
okay.
and the higher you finish in the open. So you don't like lose your good scores from the open.
Is this a new thing, or was it always?
I think it's been like that.
Because I've never followed this until
No.
now we've got the teens,
We've
the
never
girls that we
followed.
know,
Yeah.
and then I suppose Dave Levy, and then Jason is he's a master this year, isn't he?
Yes.
He could if he wanted to.
he could do it.
Yeah. It's starting because CrossFit's obviously getting a bit older now, so all these guys that we've come to know are starting to move into the older group. We're going to start watching it more maybe in a few years.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's definitely true.
And me and Matt are going to get there in a couple of years.
Did you mention Nick Uranka?
Uranka,
Yes.
he's just smashing
So he's sitting like 3rd or 4th now, and then obviously Jason is winning the 35 to 40 division
In the world.
in the world. Do you know that last year he won? Actually, 6 months ago, he won for 2019 Fittest master in the world.
So, and then does anything happen from that? Does he the qualifier offered to him?
Yeah, well, I don't think there's a qualifier. Don't you go directly? Is that age group qualifier for 35?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So then he would have done that, and then had he remained consistent as we know him to be, he would have gone to the games as a 35-year-old.
But he qualified as the national champ anyway, so
which
he was
is
like
more prestigious. Yeah.
Yeah, but maybe you must look at the prize money. Maybe there's big prize money for the age group at the games. It all comes down to money. Everybody needs money.
Especially the fact that there's more chance. Yeah, so more chance of him winning it.
Yeah.
Even podium.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see. Yeah.
Yeah, he'll win it, but there'll be no profile. No one will watch you.
Oh well.
No one will see
People
you, but
know.
you'll have money.
People have money.
Yeah.
Everyone wants money.
Yeah. So that's it on the age group online qualifiers, which brings us to our main topic of the day.
Yay! Play the theme song for main topics.
Main topic of the day, theme
Yes.
song. I'm going to get my harmonica right here.
Yay!
Main topic of the day. So remember that tune. So I'm going to play it every week.
I'm going to bring a triangle next week.
Okay, you all bring an instrument. And
Okay, I'm
eventually
definitely gonna buy some.
We'll definitely have a band
Oh
soon.
man, I have a didgeridoo and I gave it away.
Oh, really?
You can also use a PVC pipe.
Yes, you're right. You can use any kind of thickish pipe. Yeah.
Yeah. So you bring your didgeridoo. You've also got the same harmonica as me.
Yes, I could bring that.
I've got a guitar.
Do you have a guitar?
I can't play it.
I have a keyboard, but
Yeah.
I'm not carting that along with all this crap I already
No.
fucking cart along.
So
Justin's gonna have to go on Audio Mart and buy yourself some sort of percussion.
yeah, drum kit.
Electronic drum kit.
Yeah.
Yes. Easier
Yeah.
to bring around.
Yeah.
We're gonna leave it here in the coach's room. So 20.5, as always, Justin's gonna tell us the workout
In 30 seconds.
in 30 seconds. Go.
40 muscle ups, 80 cal row, 120 wall ball shots with a 20-pound ball for males, and 14 pounds for females. 10 foot for both.
No, it's
No,
9
10 foot
foot.
for male, 9 foot.
Oh, you're doing so well. You're fucking it up
Courtney, you
now.
didn't put 9 foot in there.
Ah, sorry, I didn't type extensive notes for Justin.
why
You read it. You
you got to
read it so
cater
well.
for the females. Time cap 20 minutes, perform anyhow.
Yeah.
Well done.
So this is a strategy workout.
That's what everyone do.
Strategy. Thinking is not a strong point of CrossFitters.
Not when you're breathing through your ass.
No. Yeah. So that was the big ooh ah.
Yes.
Dave's thinking outside the box.
He's got us.
He's got us. He made us think. So strategy. I went on the Instagram and on the YouTube, and every single coach in the world has a different strategy for this one.
Is the beauty of it though. Well done, Castro.
Yeah. It reminds me of Chaos. Not that it's the same style, but it's just when he literally has created chaos in the boxes with this workout. No two. Even if you and I had the same strategy, our execution is so different. You know, like rest periods, transitions, the way we feel.
So I think you were going to say it now. On Instagram, everyone's posting everyone's kind of posted it into 3 tiers. Kind of your less skilled muscle up person, to your middle tier, kind of your local competitor, and then your big boys like Justy. They split it into those 3 kind of strategies.
Yeah.
And they've just said go for it. Most
Yeah.
people are making AMRAPs and
Yes.
using the spare change at the beginning or at the end
Yeah.
of the reps.
There's one thing you should definitely not do, and that is to try and do all the muscle ups first, and then get on the row because, or the wall balls. The one thing, you look like a bit of a silly sausage if you finish this workout at the time cap without finishing the row or the wall balls, because those are the easiest reps to get. Yeah.
Someone told me today that Noah Olsen, Jacob Hepton did it unpartitioned.
Yeah.
He just went for it.
40, 80, 120.
Yeah.
So
That's just for the gram.
So I wonder if Castro did his research, because I've heard everyone saying that the mix between the wall balls and the muscle ups are a tricep killer,
Yes.
and it comes out of nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah, but like it's like what we keep saying. You can easily say Dave is a genius because you did wall balls, and that uses my arms. And then I did muscle ups, and I have to use my arms in muscle ups. And then, I rode, and that used my legs. And then I did wall balls, and I also used my legs. Oh my word!
I couldn't believe it.
I couldn't believe it.
And then I did muscle ups, and I also used my legs.
Yes, I also used my legs. It's amazing. But you can use any two movements together, and you could say exactly the same thing.
Oh, sorry, Castro.
Yeah. Or you could do push presses and squats, and you can say, I could go really hard in the push presses because I wasn't really using my legs, so I had to go really hard in the squats. Dave is a genius because now I had to go fast the whole time. So,
I'm tagging him in this.
Yes.
And he's going to answer back to you.
Yes.
I'm tagging him and you next to him.
Tag me.
Yes.
Yeah. So whatever combination is equally genius. I think that is the genius of CrossFit.
Imagine all 5 workouts were performed anyhow.
Anyhow.
Imagine how that would flip the leaderboard.
Oh yeah.
It'd be interesting. Yeah. I really like. I like it. I always like the things that flip everything upside down, and the fact that if you're going next to me and I have a complete different strategy, you have no idea where I am.
Yeah, I can't pace with you. I can't attack.
Yeah.
I can't slow down.
You really have no idea because obviously, everyone's doing different things. So you're halfway and you're like fucking thinking, fuck, how far is Justin? Justin's gonna just stop suddenly and he's done. And I'm like, I've only got 10 left, or I don't know where he is.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool. I saw Patrick Valno, who had to do it live in front of everyone. He had 5 minutes to figure something out
Yes.
in front of everyone.
Yeah.
I looked at his rep schemes, and it looked to me like he went in with the mentality of don't stop moving, but also stop just before failure each time.
Yeah.
So like, let's say he got on the rings and he's like, I'm going to just keep going. All right, at 12 to 15 reps, it feels like I'm going to start hitting failure. So he stops and he just picks up the wall ball and starts doing wall balls. And he does, let's say, 35. It's like, cool. At 36, that would be one too many. So I stop. And he gets on the row and he does a couple of rowing cows. And when he gets to that point where the lactic acid's building up quite immensely, then he's like, cool, just kill it there. And then go back to muscle ups. It looked pretty random.
Yeah.
Shame.
So let's put Justin on the spot since he's the only one with a coaching qualification here. You must now give us strategy for the average Joe who can do 1 or 2 muscle ups. Let's forget about guys who can't do any muscle ups. If you can't do any muscle ups, you just got to sprint the row and sprint the wall balls.
Or do some pull-ups.
Get it done.
Scaled version, I think.
And do pull-ups, yeah.
Cool.
So, if you're an average guy like me who has a max muscle ups of 3.
That's the first question I'm asking you, actually. Like, what's your biggest set of muscle ups?
Yeah.
And even more importantly, what is the most number of muscle ups you've ever done in a session?
Yeah.
So answer those for me.
So I've done my max ever set of muscle ups is 3, but if you tell me I'll give you 1,000 rand, if you can do 5, I'll probably do 5.
Okay.
And then the most muscle ups I've done in a workout is probably 15 to 20.
15 to 20.
Yeah.
So basically what I would say to you is if you could come up with a strategy that would allow you to work within that range of 15 to 20, you could basically work it out so that you go 2 muscle ups, 8 cal row, 12 wobbles. All right.
Okay.
So you do that for 10 rounds.
Yeah.
And you know for a fact that you're gonna finish the row and the wobble shot, get a split time at that point, and also have banked what you know you're capable of in terms of muscle ups, which you said is 15 to 20.
Yeah.
In this instance, it would be 20 on the dot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then, if there was remaining time, if you rode and wall balled fast enough, you could then chip away at the remaining 20.
Yeah.
If you were an athlete that could do 3 muscle ups, then do 3 instead of 2.
Yeah.
You know, if you can do 4, 8, 12, then you start moving into a different bracket. But I think like most athletes would come and say, oh, I've done like between 7 and 10 muscle ups in a workout before. I haven't done a lot recently. I've been struggling with my technique. I definitely haven't done 15 to 20. And if that's the case, then you could help them get a couple muscle ups in the beginning when they're fresh, and maybe even say, hey, Courts, go for 5 reps. All right. Do 8 cal row, 12 wobbles. Do another set of 3, and then leave the muscle ups and just focus on the element that's most important, and that is getting a split time.
Yeah.
And then, true as Bob, you get to the end, you've got 8 muscle ups in the bank.
Yeah.
Same as what I said earlier. You start chipping away, and you'll probably be pleasantly surprised to see that you perform more muscle ups in the remaining time than what you've ever done.
Yeah.
In a class setting.
Yeah.
So yeah, that would be one way of going about it.
I think that's good because 12 wall balls, you can always do 12 wall balls. No matter if you're good enough at CrossFit to be able to do 3 ring muscle ups, you're good enough to be able to do 12 wall balls, unless you've got some kind of leg injury. So that's cool. And 8 cal row, you just got to row it.
You just sit there and grind.
When I'm on the rower, I like to look at the calories per hour. I don't know what you do, Matt. Do you look at calories per hour? Or do you look at the split time for 500 meters?
No, the calories per hour. Yeah, that's what I look at. If I'm not looking at that, I'm just staring
into space.
Yeah.
You don't look at the 500 meter time. No. So I think most people probably do that. Look at the calories per hour as their marker.
Look, I think it all depends what zone you're in, what workout you're doing, whatever. Sometimes most of the time you're just looking at, if it goes higher, it means I'm rowing harder.
Yes.
If it's low, then I'm really fraught.
You look at the calories per hour, just?
Definitely, calories per hour. I've been trying recently to look at the wattage in terms of, I think sometimes rowing calories per hour, the range might be a bit big for like a training session. Whereas if you're looking at wattage, it's a little bit more precise in terms of like how much power you're producing per stroke.
Yeah.
So I've been varying it up in training. Some days I look at time, some days I look at calories, other days wattage.
Yeah.
To be a more well-balanced sort of power producer over a period of time, rather than a big range of, like you say, between 1,000 and 1,200. Because if you give yourself that big range, it's like, well, as long as I'm above 1,000, but no more than 1,200, your wattage per stroke could be anything between like 300 and 400.
Yes.
And that could be argued to be quite inconsistent over 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So I think it's important to work with the different metrics often.
Yeah, that's a useful little insert.
Yeah, and I also try and look at the damper setting. Somebody told me once, I don't know if they were lying to me, but they said if you're rowing for distance, you should put your damper a bit lower because it's less resistance, but the meters keep ticking. And if you're rowing for calories, you put your damper like 1 or 2 notches higher because you pick up more calories for the stroke. I don't know if that's true or not.
Is that fact? Yeah. Who is the dark horse rower man? What's his name? Sean.
Oh, I've watched some of their videos. I can't remember.
Wayne Pringlewood.
Pringlewood.
Sean. Shit.
Sean Ramirez.
Sean Shit.
Sean Shit.
He is the dark horse. It's called the dark horse or something.
Yes, yeah.
And he's got the cool quick release, which I've used since I heard it. So it's
Yes,
really cool.
Yeah.
How to get out the rower quick.
We're going to do a tutorial about that on our Instagram.
Cool quick release. What's that?
It's just a quick. So it's how to get out the rower fast.
Okay, explain.
So he's got a video. It's so simple. You just, as you coming back, so you do a stroke as you're coming back, and when you say that was your last stroke, you slide forward like you would always do. So you pull yourself in. With that momentum, you lean forward and you use your 2 thumbs just to slide the 2 clips out.
Yes.
And then you just lean back, and as you're coming back, you pull your feet back and down, and you just stand up and walk away. And they slide straight out.
Okay.
Cool.
But you need to see a video. It just doesn't make sense listening to it.
Yeah.
It makes sense to me.
That could save Justin 2 seconds on each of his transitions.
Yeah, I mean, this Pete, we were listening to, I think, Wadcast podcast years ago.
Yes.
His name was Sean, I'm sure.
You DM'd him and you asked him to do a video on it.
Yes, and I think he did. He posted
did
it, and he never said it was from me. He just did it.
That was your moment of fame.
Yes, and then he never,
And when you saw the video, like, why did he not mention me?
Yes,
this
like,
video,
hey, I'm answering this guy.
It's because of me.
Yeah. So Matt's going to teach Justin that, and then you're going to take 2 seconds off each of your transitions, and then you're going to PB by at least 20 seconds.
And you're going to win
with no extra effort.
Yes.
Sounds amazing.
You heard it here. That's the second
Heard it
time.
here first.
Yeah. Yes. So that was for the average Joe, which is probably 80% of the people listening to this podcast. And then for the guy who's intermediate, same strategy? Like the guy who can do, let's say Matt Bauman over here, who could probably bust out, what's your max muscle-ups? 15? 16.
I think the question comes in, after you're just trying to get a couple of ring muscle-ups relative to your capacity, right?
Yeah.
The question comes in to the next guy, can you finish the workout?
Yes.
Because if the answer is yes, you could do something like 4-8-12 and finish the workout in 10 rounds. What it's going to come down to is how quick you're prepared to get into the muscle up, get into the rower, pick up the wall ball, and then get back into the muscle
that's
up.
for everyone.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Of course, it's
That's
for
what
everyone.
you're good at.
But what I'm saying is, like, someone like Marcel Sneeman did 4-8-12 for 10 rounds. I can't remember if he did 4 muscle-ups unbroken the whole way, but he committed to getting 4 done before moving on.
Yes.
Right? And he got a time of something like 16 something. I know Blyde Wright, on the other hand, he did 2 muscle-ups, 8 cal row, 2 muscle-ups, 12 wall balls, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
No, sorry, 15 wall balls. He basically broke it up into 8 rounds.
Yes, 15 wall balls gives you 8 rounds to 120.
And essentially, he actually went a little bit faster. So again, for those 2 athletes who I would say, not top tier athletes, but they could say quite confidently that they were going to finish.
Yeah.
So then the question comes down to, divvy it up and execute as fast as you can without taking excessive rest.
Yeah. So that's kind of what I was thinking. So you say take someone like Matt who can do 16 muscle ups. Should he stick to 4, 8, 15 or whatever, or should he get on the rings immediately and do 12 muscle ups first set, and then it's like done? He's got a big number done.
I guess then the next question is, Matt, do you just want to finish? Perhaps like the 2 gentlemen that I spoke about prior,
or if you want to beat Justin.
It's like, okay, Matt, we know you're going to finish. The question is how fast.
Yeah.
Then you start looking at strategies of like trying to save a portion of the row, or even the entire row, for last. Because I would say that's the only factor that you can vary in speed quite greatly.
So you're saying the guys who want a fast time should save some of the row calories for last?
Definitely.
Okay.
If you think about
I saw quite a few posts about that.
You can only do wall balls so fast. You can only do muscle ups so fast. But then you can row really slow.
Yes.
And you can row really fast. Now imagine I said to you, Courts, all you got to do is row at the end of this workout. You've got nothing else to do.
Yeah, sprint it.
How fast are you going to
go
go?
nuts.
You're going to go nuts.
Yeah.
Whereas if I ask you to go nuts on wall balls, you're going to tell me I can't go much faster.
Go nuts
than
on your
this.
muscles.
There's only gravity. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that makes
The
sense.
question is, are you doing the full 80? Are you doing 40? Are you doing 50?
Yeah.
So you guys use all these tips when Castro announces it again in 2 years.
The repeat. Yeah.
Because we're talking about this on Tuesday.
So you're telling us your strategy. That was your strategy, basically.
It to some degree, yeah.
But
I
it's changing.
can't say I executed it perfectly. I think most athletes would argue that whatever they had as plan A may very well have come down to panic stations and damage control when they felt their arms blowing up.
Yeah.
And
That's what I've heard.
thinking
Yeah.
that might start affecting the muscle ups.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So there we go. Strategy for the beginner, the intermediate, and the elite. So Matt, you unfortunately didn't do the workout today.
No. I might do it on Monday. We'll see.
Yeah.
I've got a bit of a back strain.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Matt was cleaning so heavy that he pulled his back.
I think back strains come with having kids.
Yes.
I mean, I picked Knox up a couple times recently and I thought to myself, I almost want my back out.
I couldn't wait Thursday. I couldn't pick him up. I got home. I told Taryn, you can't go to the gym. I'm sorry. I can't get up off the floor. My back is so sore. I think I was being a hero and I tried to clean more than I should have after not doing it for a long time.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And you only have one leg currently.
So pushing
I
up
think
the
that
wrong
was the problem. You probably used all your one leg and not your other leg.
Yeah, so I'll try it on Monday, but it's a cool workout. I like it.
Yeah, and I think you'll do well at this workout.
Oh.
So you got to come and get a time. We will come in. I can judge you, and
Possibly,
then we can do it.
Unless Cape CrossFit has a better workout for me on Monday, then I'll do that.
No, what could be better than this genius workout from Dave Castro? Nothing. It's not possible.
It's impossible.
It's impossible. So we'll talk about mine then. Like I said, I'm that guy who can do the 3 to 5 muscle ups at a max. I can do wall balls and I can row. So I decided that I was going to do 1 to 2 muscle ups, 12 wall balls, and then like 10 or so calories. And then I said to my judge, who's our friend Zach, we've mentioned a few times today, I said, Zach, you just got to get me through this. My goal is to finish the rowing and the wall balls and to get as many muscle ups as possible. So that was our initial plan, and we kind of stuck to it. We stuck to 12 wall balls the whole way. But I said to Zach, look, I trust you. You got to tell me where to go next. So sometimes I'd get off the rings with either having done 1 or 2 muscle ups, and he'd say, go to the wall. Just go to the wall, and he'd say, do 6 and then drop it. No, do 6 and drop it. Do 6 and then drop it. And then sometimes he'd say, okay, go from the wall, go back to the rings. And I say, Zach, if I do a ring muscle up now, I'm not going to make it. Like, the one thing, I might not have gotten extremely good at CrossFit over the last 4 years of doing it, but I've learned to read my body, which I think comes with experience. And I said to Zach, look, I'm getting close to the red line now, and if I do these muscle ups, I'm going to red line, and then it's over.
It's done. Yeah.
So I can get on the rower, and I can row slower. In the first few rounds, I was doing like 1,200 calories per hour, like we were talking about earlier. And I said, look, I'm redlining. And he said, okay, just get on the rower and go slow. So I get on the rower, and I'd row 10 calories at like 900 calories an hour, which is pretty slow. But it let me like bring my heart rate down, get back to baseline, and then do a few more muscle ups. So I think that was very important. So having a good judge in this one is really important.
Yeah.
Someone to guide you through the workout. And I think he got me a good score.
Nice.
Yeah.
What
So I got 217.
And that is how much off the
The
final score?
The full workout is 240.
Okay.
So I finished the row.
There we go.
I'm pretty
I
happy.
have a beautiful picture which I'll ask my co-hosts if we can share with our audience of Courtney lying on the floor at the end of the workout.
Oh, wonderful.
He looks possessed.
Possessed.
That's going to be show...
in the post, the
yeah,
show
Show post.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So yeah, I'm pretty happy. I think I just hovered under the red line the whole way. So I'm pretty happy with that.
Nice.
Yeah. So 217. Go out and beat that, you people of Instagram. I beat Zeta.
Oh,
So
yeah. 1
I'm
out
pretty
of
happy.
5.
No. 2 out of 5.
2 out of 5.
So
Yeah, big day.
Big day. So I lost the Open overall. She won 3 workouts and I won 2. So I'll have to wait a whole
Now
year.
you owe her money.
It
Yes.
came down to the muscle ups, eh?
Yes. So luckily, her muscle ups are not as good as mine. So I won. So hopefully next year there's muscle ups in all 5 workouts, and then it's over. We'll see. So tell us your score, Just.
My score was 13:06. I was looking for a sub 13, of course, but
Never satisfied.
never satisfied. Come back another day. Monday we'll see me go much faster.
Yeah, 13:06. What was like Big Willie and Street Horner's time?
I think Street was 12:44 and Billy was a little bit faster.
So you
than
can
us.
be happy with your score then.
Yeah, I think it's up there. You know.
You were like 20 seconds off the street.
I think maybe the pressure that comes with this week is knowing just how superhuman my performance needs to be to eclipse
Yeah.
Jason or to close the gap.
Yeah.
And that can come with its own sort of like analysis paralysis scenario where it's like, oh, am I good enough? Was that performance enough? And you just got to ask yourself, like, did I give it my best? Yes. Was the strategy ideal? I think that's the issue, because you could do the workout 10 different ways and have 10 different outcomes.
Yes.
Given its design. So
And there's just not enough time to get enough data
yeah,
to understand.
Yeah.
in 3 or 4 days.
So it's a little bit of luck, eh?
You
yeah,
can do this
totally.
workout once a week for the next 6 months. A different way each time.
Yeah.
You get different scores each time.
Totally.
Yeah, so much strategy. Like our friend Roger, who's much fitter than me. He's much better at all of these movements than me. But I managed to beat him in the workout just because I had a superior strategy.
Wow.
So it's a lot to do with strategy.
That's a feather in your cap, Courtney.
It's feather in my judge Zach's cap. He got me through it well. And whoever Roger's judge was, you are useless.
Can we
I know Roger's judge.
Who was it? Tell us.
He's your friend
Who was
from 20.2.
20.2. Was it Dave?
Yes.
Dave's messed it up. He's fired.
Gentlemen, I'm going to throw a little curveball at you, but before we close for the show, we have to talk about the 60 plus male division.
Oh, yes.
Do you want to know who's leading it?
My dad's in there, but he hasn't signed up.
Not your dad.
Is it your dad? Not my dad.
Not your dad either.
Do you know who's leading it?
Who?
I think.
Manny.
I was going to say, I don't know. Is it Manny?
Manny Basogno, first place in
Yeah.
South Africa in the 60 plus division.
Yes.
Manny is friend of the show.
He's got 15 points. He's only 1 point ahead of Henry Davis.
Oh, I don't like that guy, Henry Davis.
Oh, Henry.
Yeah.
And then Pete Poseidon's got 17.
Bit Poseidon. She sounds like a nice guy. He's gonna have a nice bride.
So this is going to come down to the wire. I mean, Manny's got a first, 7th,
Oh,
4th,
nice, Manny.
and it's all going to come down to the last one.
Is
Yeah.
he going for it? Is he going to try the?
It's a good question. So I checked out, I mean, I've been talking to Manny every week. I've been preparing him mentally and physically for this. And I mean, just a little side story. We've been doing some sessions together,
Oh,
trying
nice.
to make sure that he's ready to
Oh,
rock
good.
and roll. If you look at the global leaderboard, however, for the 60 plus division, you'll see that. I'll tell you
he-
right now.
Is he in the top 200?
Yeah, this is what I'm trying to
That's
get
what
at.
people
I
wanna know.
don't think he's in the top 200.
Hopefully
So it's going to
he's-
come down to the last one. He's currently 329th. So unless he does something
Magical.
absolutely phenomenal in
In
this last
7
one,
months.
he's probably not going to make top 200. But you know what? He's just turned 60.
Yes.
Still good.
So he's got some time.
Yeah.
He's going to get better.
Yeah.
We're going to work on his mechanics.
Manny.
And we should watch him over the
Yeah.
next few years.
Manny's
Yeah.
a good guy.
He's a good guy and he has nice shirts.
Yes, very cool shirts.
Yes.
He's very suave.
He's very suave. Yeah. Yes.
Manny the man.
He's a good
The
guy.
Renaissance man.
Yes, definitely.
Multiple businesses. Does CrossFit.
That's CrossFit.
Fittest in South Africa.
Nice guy.
Yes.
Hey?
Yeah,
What a
that's cool.
package.
So we're gonna report back next week to see where he finishes up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's cool for Manny. I think that's all we've got.
That's it, sir.
Yeah,
That was a good show.
got listener feedback.
Fuck. 1 second.
Matt's gonna look on his phone. I've got some listener feedback
There, give it.
while Matt looks on his
drop
phone.
it, drop it, drop it.
We were walking in the road now, and a guy came up to me. Oh, we were standing and talking rubbish, and then a guy said to me, "Unfortunately, I didn't get his name. Sorry, I haven't seen him before." He said to me, "This is going to sound funny, but you sound like Courtney." I said, "No, that's not me. That's somebody else." He said, "No, you sound like Courtney." He
From
says,
where? The podcast?
yeah, he says, "I listened to the podcast." And I was like, "Oh, jeez, that's really nice." So we've had our first encounter. He didn't ask for a selfie. I don't know why.
You had your phone out.
I had
so-
my phone out. I was
Hang
like,
on. Did
We
this,
were ready.
do you know who this individual is?
Unfortunately, I didn't get his name, but I'm going to get his name. And
And you had no idea who he was.
No.
no,
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, but we're going to get his name because
You've got to get better at this
But
PR
celebs,
thing.
Us celebs don't ask the names of the fans.
no, we don't.
when
We
stand
don't
in a
know the
crowd.
fans'
I
Are
can,
you
names.
crazy?
I can understand why Matt's
We're
got the
swamped by
glasses on
people.
now.
We're swamped by literally no one. So yeah, our first encounter. That was great. So I'm gonna get his name, and we're gonna shout him out on the next show.
Just as well you have that feedback because we have no feedback.
We're not doing that.
The only thing is, thank you Sarah for messaging about Courtney's big discussion about female weights and male weights,
Yes.
which I think we should make a show out of it.
Yeah.
But
Sarah Heaney.
she's given us somewhere to look and something to listen to
Yeah.
about the subject.
So she told us the Ross Tucker, Professor Ross Tucker, did a little analysis of the female versus male weights in Olympic weightlifting. So Sarah sent us that link, and we are going to talk about it in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we got no other feedback.
But people voted on whether Jacob Hepner would be allowed.
Yeah, and we're not. Are we going to go through that because it hasn't? It actually, by this time of recording, we have still not got feedback on that.
No, CrossFit are behind a bit on their penalties for the 20.3 and 20.4.
But I can tell you the results of it
Yes.
because the Instagram story goes away. But now I have to find the archive.
Oh, he's going to find it. Matt's going to find it, and while we find it, we're going to say goodbye.
Yes.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye, lovely people.
Find us
Bye.
on email, noresultsmedia@gmail.com, Instagram, NoRex Podcast, Facebook, and Twitter. And we'll put the link to our newsletter in the show notes.
Yes, it's a big long link. Click it.
Click
Can't miss it.
You can't miss it.
So, yes, 58%. No, 42%.
Yes, 58%. So people think he's going to be denied.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we'll see.
No, do you think they'll be allowed? Yes.
Oh, they'll be
58%,
allowed.
Yeah.
So
Do
people
you think they won't be
they'll
allowed? 42%. No.
No, okay. So we'll see. The fans think he's going to be
Cool.
allowed. We'll see what HQ say. Well,
Thank you for listening.
all right. Thanks, guys.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.